Hi everybody, I'm back. First of all, let's start off with some things that aren't exactly games. I have recently, like most people know, the loyalty scheme with Nintendo is due to end, and I had a number of Nintendo stars that needed trading in, and so I've been leaving it for a while, hoping that something decent might come along really, and to be honest, not a lot has come along that's really grabbed my attention. Although I decided in the end to bite the bullet and take a chance and traded my stars in for a backpack, a Club Nintendo exclusive backpack. It's the Yoshi one. It's a decent size, it's well made, and the best thing about it, it does say, got a little Club Nintendo, little metal badge on the bag itself, so I guess it's, it's unique to Club Nintendo. So it's quite a cool bag. I don't know what I'll use it for. Maybe I'll keep some of my Nintendo consoles in it, I'm not too sure. But it's nice to have all the same, and of course it's free. Also, with non-gaming things, I have picked up a book. It's a sort of a kids novelisation book for Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. It's only a few quid off Amazon, so I thought it's, have that to go with my collection. I've got quite a few novels related to a lot of the games, like the Gears of War books and the Halo books, which are pretty good actually. But yeah, I don't mind having that. Okay, what else? I picked up a couple consoles actually. One was another second-hand console I picked up from the same charity shop I picked up the Game Boy Color from a week or two back. And this one was was sold as being damaged and not working. And whenever you see that at charity shops, sometimes you have to treat it with a pinch of salt, because it may be a case that they haven't really tried it properly, they don't know what they're doing, or it's just a case it needs a bit of cleaning up more than anything else. And that was the case with this one. It's for, I'll turn it on. It's for transparent, clear, original Game Boy. It's not a Game Boy Pocket, it's the actual transparent, clear, full-size one. And this model was only released in the States, I believe. It was never released in the UK, so to have a clear original Game Boy is pretty cool. The battery compartment was, covered with, all crud and stuff and leaky batteries, so I cleaned that up with some lemon juice and got that all nice and clean and polished, and power came back to it. The buttons were underneath the buttons and controllers. It was all, lots of dirt and crap had got into it over the years. So I took it all apart, cleaned it all up, and basically pretty much restored it really. Didn't need too much work doing. The screen was in good shape, no major digs or scratches, and it's working perfectly okay now. So it's pretty like a nice clean system really. So that was £8, which I thought was a good deal for this. So I do have the original coloured Game Boy, which I've got all boxed up and stuff, but to have one of these to actually use to play with is pretty cool, I think. Okay, so I've got that. If you're curious, that was Mario and Yoshi game inside, a little bit of a puzzle game. What else? Oh yeah, the other console I picked up, like many people, when this was first launched, pretty much unless you was lucky to place an order in quite early on, you had no chance of getting it, and a lot of the scalpers ordered lots of copies of it. But fortunately Nintendo in their wisdom was able to produce some more. Shame they don't do that with Amiibos really, but they were able to produce some more, which they later released a few weeks back, and I was able to get my copy ordered, which is great. And that was the Majora's Mask, Legend of Zelda Special 3DS, the new one. And if you ordered that, you got the free the sort of Skull Kid statue with it as well, which is all meat in the box really. So that was about £210 with the charger and stuff. So much cheaper than if you were to pay it for how it goes for now on Amazon, with all the scalpers getting hold of it. So I was really pleased to have that. It's a beautiful console. I won't bother showing it because people have seen it already or not, other videos, but it's a beautiful console. It really is really nice, and I've got that. I've got it over there in the case to play with. So it's a good console, all the same. What else did I get? Actually, I had a bit of luck really. I got an email through from a UK game store called Game to say that for some reason, because I was a loyalty card holder, and I've been a loyalty card holder since the beginning, since I think they've been starting doing the loyalty scheme, which is many years now. I had some shares, and I thought, I don't know, I never paid any money into Game for that or anything. But anyway, they told me I had some shares. So I was a bit dubious about it, to be perfectly honest. And they gave me the option of either cashing in the shares or keeping the shares, hoping that they might go up in value, or trading some of the shares off. And I thought about it, and I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of all the shares and trade them all for whatever money they're worth now. Now, thinking, what I was thinking at is that a couple of years back, Game got into some financial difficulty. It was down to the fact that they had created too many stores, and there was a delay in releasing the latest Xbox One and the PS4. I mean, the Wii U had been out for a bit, but still wasn't enough to salvage Game really, and so they got into a lot of financial difficulties, and a lot of people might remember that in the UK anyway. So my thinking is that, well, there's no big new console due to come out apart from a new Nintendo when it does come out, but again it'll probably be like a Wii U, and sales will be a bit basic. So I'm thinking that the share value for Game isn't probably going to get any higher than it currently is. If not, it will probably go down over the next few years. So I thought, cash the shares in and see what I get for them, and I had no idea what they were worth. Well, last week I got an email back from Game to say that the shares had been worth so much money in terms of trading on their, what do they call it, the Game loyalty scheme. You know, you can get, actually it's worth so much money which you can then trade in games in the store or online. And they told me that the shares were worth quite a lot of money. It was £124, which I thought, cool, that's amazing for something I actually never did. And so I traded the shares in, got the £124, and right, this is a good thing, I'll get some games which I've had my eye on for a while. So I bought 3 PS Vita games and 2 3DS games, and the 2 3DS games are quite expensive ones. They keep their value. So I've got Fire Emblem Awakening and Bravely Default, which I wanted, and also 3 PS Vita games, and they are Borderlands 2 and God of War, which is like God of War 1 and God of War 2 HD remastered, and Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2. So in total those games were pretty much free. All I had to do was, I think they came to about £125, so I had to pay about another £1 or so, which I thought was a fantastic deal. So I was really pleased to get that. And I'm no lover of games. A chain store game, I pretty much despise them. But saying that, I've done well out of them recently, so I can't say a bad word about them at the moment. Maybe later, but not at the moment. So that was cushy. So if anyone else has had a good deal with Game or anything like that, please by all means leave a comment and tell me about it, because I'll be quite interested to know really. Anyway, apart from that, I also got some old games. One of them's showing on the system. I don't know if anyone's guessed what it is from looking at it, but it's an old famicom Capcom game called Sweet Home. That's the English translation for its title. And I picked up the original famicom version of Sweet Home there with a manual, all complete. It came from Japan. I think the total was about £25 or so, which I thought was not bad. I was thinking of getting an American sort of NES cart, sort of fan-made, custom-made version of it, but with the Retron 5, with the translation patch, that's no problem. I can just use the Japanese original copy and translate it into English, which is what this one is. And so I thought, cushy, I can have original game and have it translated so I can actually play it. So for £25, but it's just cheaper than getting a fan-made NES cart done. So I thought that was a good deal. The other game I picked up is a NES game, another Castlevania one. I had Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, and now I have boxed and complete Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. I picked it up from the States. It's all in very good condition. I still got to bag it up actually, if I forgot to do it and clean it up. I think that was about £40 in total, so I thought that wasn't too bad from the States for that title. I'll just have to pause for a moment. Sorry about that, my 7-year-old daughter wanted a few bits, so sorry for the interruption. Anyway, where was I? Games. Yeah, I got also some DS games. I got them cheap from Game. I think there was about £2 or £3 each. And that's Sid Meier's Civilization Revolution. I also have that on the PS3, I think. And a couple of... I had another one somewhere, but maybe not. I got a Rising Star game. YS Strategy. I think it's sort of, obviously it's a strategy stroke role-playing game, and this is a classic puzzle game, Puyo Pot Fever. I've also got that on a PS2 and Engage. I don't know if I've got it on PSP or not. I don't know about that one, but certainly on those two systems. Talking PSP, I got one PSP game, the classic original Lemmings. I think that was about £3 or something from CEX, and for about, I think it's about 50p or something. PS2 game from CEX, Gumball 3000. I think it's based on a Gumball racing competition. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it's only 50p, so I thought give it a try. I've got a few cheap Wii games. This one I got for £2 from the Cash Converters. I've never heard of it before. It's called Academy of Champions Football. And you may think, oh, that's just some sort of trash that's on the Wii. Well, it could be, but it has a few guest characters. It's got Rayman and the Raving Rabbits. I haven't had a chance to clean up this game up at the moment. Normally I have these all cleaned up for you, but I didn't have a chance to do that, so I need to do that actually. But to have a game with Rayman in for £2, I thought give it a try. Maybe a hidden gem, who knows. And another game which is exclusive to the Wii, which is a part of well, it came out with a film, and the film's a bit of a, it didn't go down too well, but I think it's a great film, and that's Megamind, Will Ferrell film. It's well worth giving that a chance if you haven't seen that film. It's quite funny, and it's the Wii one. I think there's also one on the DS as well. Okay, this game is a bit embarrassing to own this one really. It's a sort of a saucy Wii game, if that's not a contradiction in terms. It's not Playboy Mansion, because I don't think that ever came out on the Wii, but it's probably just as notoriously bad. And it's a game called We Dare. Filthy fun for all. See the picture. Say no more. I don't think I'll be playing this somehow. I think my wife will probably want me to see a psychiatrist if I ever did, I suppose. Yeah, it's just something to go in a Wii collection. It's different, it's unusual, and it was only 99p. So I thought, again, why not? Well, you can probably think of lots of reasons why not, but I did it anyway. Okay, right. I've got a few PS3 games. Okay. First of all, I got a complete copy of a special edition for Grand Theft Auto 5. It is a US edition, but it still plays on the UK machines. That's all complete. It was about a tenner, so I thought that's a good deal for that. Also, again, just to have it on the collection, I already got this on the Xbox 360 limited edition steelbox copy, but I wanted, I thought I might as well pick up on the PS3 while it's cheap. It was about £2 or £3, and that's Viking, a Sega game. I'm not sure if it's any good or not, but I like to have it in the collection. I've got a few Need for Speed racing games for about, I think 2 of them were £2 and one was £3, which is really good. The Criterion edition of Most Wanted, it's a bit of an open world racing game, this one. I'm not too keen on the open world ones actually. I prefer the more linear type games. Call me boring, I don't know. But I prefer that, and the original Most Wanted, which came out on the PS2 and 360 was fantastic. It's a brilliant game, but this one I have played it. It is very open worldy, and can't say I'm that mad on open world games, to be perfectly honest. I prefer, like I said, linear campaigns more than anything else. Okay, another Need for Speed game, Hot Pursuit. I played that. Obviously, that's a very good game. And also Need for Speed Pro Street. I've got all the Need for Speed games on the Xbox 360, but again I thought I must pick them on the PS3 while they're cheap. Alright, these last two PS3 games are published or developed, probably more published than anything else, by a German developer called Topware Interactive. I showed one of their games in my last pickup video, which was Iron Sky, and they've also had a couple of other games which I had my eye on, and I picked these up quite cheaply from Amazon actually. It still came direct from Topware, but it was actually cheaper to get them from Amazon than it was from eBay for some reason, I don't know why. Well anyway, first of all is a sort of, it's like a chess type simulator type game really. Stroke fantasy. It's called Battle vs Chess. It's the limited edition that comes with a slip sleeve. I don't know if it comes with anything else, but it's, you know, it's in all the European languages, including English, of course, and it's an unusual game which I've never seen in the shops, to be honest. And you know, any American fans or Canadian fans out there, if this is available in the States, do let me know, because I'll be curious to know if it is or not. And I guess if it isn't, it might be a game that some people may want to pick up, or import at least, really. Another game which I've seen on the Xbox 360, more so in the shops than the PS3 version, is another Topware Interactive published game called X-Blades. And this one actually came with a manual as part of a package. And I think that was about £15, and the other one was about £12, I think. So, yeah, it's not, you know, I do love a PS3, and if a game is quite unique or unusual, I tend to pick it up, especially on the PS3, so I'm quite pleased to have those. Alright, the last two games I've picked up are some PS4 titles. Nothing spectacularly unique about these or that special, but they are actually quite good games. One is, you know, they're both, I do believe they're exclusive to Sony consoles. One is the definitive edition of Sleeping Dogs. I've actually had to go with that. I already had this on the PS3, but I saw this all like well mint condition game for about £15, all complete. And I thought, for a PS4 title, that's not bad, and it's got all the, you know, the DLC all you know, all on the disc and everything else. So I thought, if I'm going to play it, that's probably the best version to play, and I did give it a go. It's actually quite a good game, actually. It's a Square Enix game, of course, so it's bound to be good, really, if you like RPGs. So yeah, that was nice to have, and it wasn't too expensive. This next game I picked up for a very good price. I think it was about $7.99 from Cash Converters. Was it Cash Converters? Yeah, it was. And it's all, I say complete, it doesn't really come with manual, these new PS4 games. But it's in good condition, and been getting into the sort of the single player type campaign mode of it, and it's, you know, it's actually quite good. It's a bit like Gran Turismo, I suppose, but it's a drive club. Like I said, it was only $7.99, which I thought was quite a good deal, really, considering that this hasn't been out for too long. Another racing game which my nephew, he's 19, I think he's 19, he's got both this and The Crew, and he said The Crew is even better than, you know, Drive Club, so I'll probably try to pick that up when I see it for a good price. But no, it's you know, I love my racing games, and I'm sort of drawn to playing the newer racing games as opposed to the older ones at the moment, especially on the PS4, because they're just well, they look so great, don't they? And they're quite a lot of fun. But anyway, that's the end of my pickups for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and Please leave some comments if you like, and thumbs up, which will always be great. And until my next video, which might be, I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll probably be a collection video, although I am expecting something rather unusual to come in the post, and so I might do a video just dedicated to that as like an unboxing type video. But anyway, that's it for now, guys. So take care, and until next time, bye.